It's 35, yeah. Now, where is the decimal for both of these numbers?
7.
It's to the right of it. Do you see that?
Oh,
The decimal. The decimal is to the right. Okay. And we don't write the decimal in general. Okay. How about 8 times 9? Could you look that up for me?
72.
72, yeah. And then one more here, and then we'll move into our lesson. What is 5 times 10?
50.
It's 50, yeah. Okay. Now, here's a question for you. What is 1/2? Actually, I'll write down words. What is 1/2 of 10? What is half of 10? Like, let's say you had 10 presents and you knew that half were for you and half were for your brother. How many are you getting?
5.
5. So half of 10 is 5. Okay. So how can we do that? Well, 0.5 is a half. Okay. Times 10. Now you just told me 5 times 10 is 50. But do you see how the decimal is to the left of the number instead of to the right?
Yeah.
That means you have to move your answer back one position left. 5.0.
Oh.
Okay, now we're gonna look at a bunch of examples, but that's sort of the start of it. So let's take another problem here. Let's go with what is 7 times 9?
7 times 9, 63.
63. Now watch this. If I do 0.7 times 9, okay, I write the answer of 63, but do you see how the decimal is to the left of 7?
Yeah.
So you move the decimal on your answer back to the left one time. So it becomes 6.3.
Okay.
And if you're taking notes, let me know when you get this down so I can move on to another example.
I'm done taking my notes.
Okay. All right, so let's look at another problem here. Let's look at 4 times 3. What is 4 times 3?
4 times 3 is 12.
It's 12. But what if I want to do 0.4 times 3? Well, it's 12. But do you see how that decimal is to the left of the number?
Yeah.
You have to move your answer one left to the number. So the answer is 1.2.
So 0.4 doesn't change, just
0.4 is 0.4. Here's the problem I really want you to be able to do is like 0.8 times 6. Okay, but I'm showing it to you with whole numbers to start.
Okay.
But we're really going to do a decimal times a whole number.
Okay.
Okay, so to do a problem like this one, you first figure out what is 8 times 6.
8 times 6. 48.
48. And then you put the decimal, and then you locate this decimal. You say, it's to the left, so I have to move my answer left one time, 4.8.
Okay.
Let's have you try one here. Let's try 0.9 times 5. Go ahead and try that on your own, please.
I give you the final answer.
Yes, give that a try, please.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, what is that?
4.5.
Yeah, it's 4.5. Perfect. Now, what does not matter is the order. Let's say I ask you to do 6 times 0.7. You're still going to do 6 times 7. Can you tell me what that is?
6 times 7, 42.
42. And because of this one, you move the decimal back one time. So it becomes 4.2.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter if like they're switched. See how the decimals in the first one, the decimals in the second one.
Yeah.
Do that. Okay, so let's have you try a couple problems around here. Let's go 3 times 0.9. Have you try that one, and then 8 times 0.7. Go ahead and try those on your own, please.
Okay, I got it.
Do you have your answer to both?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your
for 3 times 0.9 equals 2.7.
good?
And then 8, I'll just say 5.6.
Perfect. Yeah, that's awesome. It's really good. Okay, I'm just going to keep scrolling through your assignment here to see what else they do. Okay, so here, this is, so let's give you a new problem. What is 3 times 0.6? And what I've been doing for a while in all the problems is I've actually not been showing the 0, but that wasn't correct. It was to keep it simple for you. So for you, when you see a problem like this one, 3 times 0.6, you're really multiplying the 3 and the 6, and you're still counting the decimal places. 1 decimal place. So your answer would be 1.8. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now here's another problem I might give you. What if I give you 0 times 0.60? Okay. Are you multiplying 4 times 6 or 4 times 60? What do you think?
4 times 6.
Okay. There's actually 2 correct answers here. So let's do the 4 times 6. What is 4 times 6?
24.
24. And where do you move the decimal?
To between 2 and 4.
So it becomes 2.4.
Oh, 2.
Okay. So now let's do 4 times 0.60. What is 4 times 60?
4 times 60.
It's 240. Just help you out there. Now, how many decimal places do you have here?
2.
2. So notice you now move it back 2 decimal places. Do you get the same answer?
Yes.
Yes. Now, what you should do to make it easier on yourself is you should ignore that extra 0
Okay.
on the right.
So I just ignore it?
Yes. Yes. So let me have you try one here. What's 3 times 0.700?
I'll do this one on my own.
Well, before you do that, what should we do with these zeros?
Ignore them.
Ignore them or cross them out. Yeah. So go ahead and try that on your own, please.
I got one question.
Yes.
What about the 0.7? Does just the 7?
So you also ignore those zeros, some of them. And we'll get to the ones you can't ignore, but you can ignore them all for now.
Okay, I got my answer.
What is your final answer?
2.1.
You are correct. All right, very good. Okay, so we're gonna move on now to a related problem. 0.12 times 3. Okay, and here's what you want to visualize when you're doing this. You want to visualize this as 12 times 3. 12 times 3. Can you look that up on your multiplication table, or can you just tell me the answer if you know it?
36.
It's 36. So 12 times 3 is 36. So 0.12 times 3 is 36 with the decimal right here to the right of it, okay? But you have to count the number of decimal places. See how there are 2 decimal places now?
Yeah.
So that means you move your answer 2 places. So it ends up being 0.36.
Okay.
So in all of the previous problems, we only ever moved it 1 time because it was 1 decimal place. If it's 2 decimal places, you have to move it 2 times.
Okay.
So let's try another one here. Let's try 0.11 times 5. Okay. So what you want to be able to do is you want to be able to multiply 11 times 5.
55.
So it's 55, good. And the decimal's over here to the right. And again, you count the number of decimal places, 1, 2. So you need to move your answer 1, 2. So your answer is 0.55.
Okay.
So let's have you try one here. I'm not sure how high up your multiplication table goes, but we'll do 0.12 times 7. You try that on your own, please.
Okay. Okay, I got my final answer.
Okay, what is your answer?
0.84.
Perfect. Yeah, awesome. Okay, now we can expand this to slightly bigger numbers. So let's do this. Let's go 0.15 times 6. Okay, 0.15 times 6. Does your multiplication table have 15s in it?
No, they only have until 12.
Okay, so if you don't know the answer, you may have to come off to the right and do the 1-digit by 2-digit multiplication. So could you try that for me?
Okay.
Do you have an answer for me?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's right.
What is your answer?
40?
Okay, so 6 times 5 is 30. So you put a 0 here with a carry of 3. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 3. You always add the carry. Okay, so 6 plus 3 is 9. Gives you 90. We'll do a couple more examples like that. So you write 90, but how many places do you move the decimal?
2.
Okay, so your decimal is here. You're moving it left 2. What is your final answer?
0.90.
0.9 or 0.90, either are correct.
Okay.
Okay, let's try some we're going to try now doing some 2-digit by 1-digit multiplication. So something like this. Let's go 32 times 7. Right? So to do a 2-digit by 1-digit multiplication, you start by multiplying the first column over here on the right. What is 2 times 7?
2 times 7, 14.
14. So you put a 4 here with a carry of 1. Then you move to multiplying diagonally. You always multiply first. The carry is next. What is 3 times 7?
3 times 7, 21.
21. And then you add the carry to make 22. Let's have you try one here. Let's go 19 times 6. Go ahead and try this one on your own, please.
Okay. Can you help me with this one?
Sure. What is 9 times 6?
9 times 6, 54.
So it's 4, and then you put a carry of 5.
Uh-huh. And then you do 5 times 1, right? Or 1.
Not you do 6 times 1 and add the 5.
6 times 1, it's 6.
Plus the 5 is 11.
11.
Right, so it's 6 times 1 plus the 5. Okay, so we'll do a few more of these. This is good for. All right, so let's try another one here. Let's go 28 times 3. Okay, so you first multiply the 3 and the 8.
3.
What is 3 times 8?
20, 24.
24. So the 4 goes here with a carry of 2.
Yeah.
Now you multiply diagonally. You multiply the 3 and the 2. So 3 times 2, but then you add the 2, that's the carry.
84.
Right, it becomes 84. Yeah. 7. Let's try another one here. Let's try 36 times 7. 36 times 7. So did you multiply 6 times 7?
Yes.
Okay, what did you come up with?
42.
42. So 2 here, carry of 4. What is And then what two numbers do you multiply by next?
3 times 7.
3 times 7, yeah. So 3 times 7, and then you add the carry of 4.
26.
Say that again.
26.
So 3 times 7 is 21 plus the 4.
25.
25. Okay. Okay, so let's have you try one on your own. Let's try this completely on your. Let's go 5 times 8. Actually, let's do 9. We'll do 9. 45 times 9.
9, right?
Yes, 45 times 9.
Okay, I got my answer.
What is your final answer?
765.
765. Okay, I'm going to write that over here. So 9 times 5 is 45, right?
Yeah.
5 with a carry of 4. And then you have to take 9 times 4. 9 times 4 is 36. And you add the 4 to it, not to the 3, you add it to the whole number.
Oh,
So it becomes 40.
okay. So the whole one.
So let's do another one. Let's go 37 times 4. Try this one for me, please.
I got one question.
Okay, what's your question?
So we're supposed to 3 times 4 and then add 2 more.
Yes, 3 times 4 plus 2.
I got my answer.
What's your answer?
148.
Yes, yes, very good. All right, we'll end on that, and we'll keep going through this stuff next week. But if you could let your brother know that I'm all ready for him, I would appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, Michael, how are you? Hey, Michael. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Excellent. All right, so last time we worked on division. Looks like you're still working on division. I'm just loading up your lesson. Oh boy, connectivity error, lovely. Sorry, there's just a technical issue on this side. Let's try it one more time here. All right, so why is this not? Sorry, I'm still looking for the answer here. So we're looking for some problems here. Okay, let's do, okay, so we've been doing some division problems. Let's try this one here. Let's go 96 divided by 4. Okay, so 4 goes outside the house and 96 goes inside the house. All right, now how many times, and this is the question for you, how many times does 4 go into 9? So remember we did like 4 times 1 and then 4 times 2 and so on.
Yeah.
Okay, what is 4 times 1?
4.
What is 4 times 2?
8.
What is 4 times 3?
12.
12. So we stop when this first number 9 is between the two numbers that were there. So what number do we put up above the 9? Is it 1, 2, or 3?
3.
We always choose the smaller number. The smaller number. Okay, so 4 times 2, what is 4 times 2, Michael?
8.
8. So the 8 goes underneath the 9 and you subtract.
1.
Okay, 1, and then you bring the next number down, 16. Now, how many times does 4 go into 16? How many times does 4 go into 16?
4.
4 times. What is 4 times 4?
6.
16, and you subtract, and you get 0. Okay, so let's try another one here. Did you get this? Well, actually, did you get this down in your notes?
Yes. Yes.
Good. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's go 5. Let's go 75 divided by 5. Okay, so 5 goes outside the house. 75 goes inside the house. So it's the same questions. Same question. How many times does 5 go into 7?
Um,
So it could be 2. Okay, could be 1, could be 2, could be 3. We don't really know. We have to multiply. What is 5 times 1?
5,
Okay, what is 5 times 2?
10.
Did you write this down on the right? This is how you answer the question. You can't just blurt out an answer. You have to say, all right, I got to figure out what 7 is between. 7 is between 5 and 7.
Okay.
So what number goes above the 7?
1.
The 1. You always choose the smaller number. One times 5 is 5, and then you subtract. What is 7 minus 5?
2.
2, and then you bring the 5 down. And then you ask yourself the same question. You say, how many times does 5 go into 25?
4. No, 5.
5 times. What is 5 times 5?
25. 25.
25. Perfect. All right, let's try another one here. Let's go. Actually, let's make sure you get this down. Sorry about that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right, let's go. Let's go 96 divided by 8. So 8 into 96. Okay, now how many times does 8 go into 9?
Uh, 2. 1.
Yeah, 1 or 2, right? So you got to take 8 times 1 and 8 times 2, and you want to get that 9 right in between those two numbers. See how 9 is between 8 and 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it goes in 1 time. What is 1 times 8?
8.
8, and then you subtract. What is 9 minus 8?
1.
Okay, and then you bring the 6 down, and then you ask the same questions. You say 8 times, or how many times does 8 go into 16?
8. I mean,
Nope, 2 times, 2 times. You take that 2 up at the top and you multiply it by 8, and then you subtract 16 and get 0. All right, so let's have you try one on your own. Okay, let's have you try one on your own here. Let's see. Let's do, we'll make this too difficult. Let's go, how many times does 48, what is 48 divided by 4? 48 divided by 4. So I'd like you to give that one a try. Do you have an answer for me, Michael?
Zero.
Not 0. Did you write this? Did you write 4 outside the house, 48 inside the house? Michael, did you write this?
Yes.
Okay. What did we do in all the other problems? What was the first thing we did?
We put 8 outside the house and 9.
Well, we got to figure out how many times 4 goes into 4.
1.
1 time. Did you put a 1 up here? If you didn't, I mean, obviously I want you to do it now. Now what do you do after this? Let's go back and look at a previous problem. What did we do in this problem when we put a 1 up here?
Put 8 and 1.
You multiply them, and then you write the result below. What is 1 times 4?
4.
Okay, so put a 4 down here and you subtract. Now it goes away. Okay, so what number do you bring down?
8.
8. So you ask yourself, how many times does 4 go into 8?
2.
2 times. Then you take the 2 and multiply the 4 and you get 8. All right, let me give you another one, Michael. You've got to be able to do this on your own. That's the whole point of our lesson here. So let's try another one here. Let's go 65 divided by 5. Okay, so I want you to try this one on your own, please. Do you have an answer for me, Michael?
Yes.
What is your answer?
5.
Your answer is 5. How did you come up with that?
Is 5 times 1 is 5.
That's true. So the 1 goes up here. And yes, you multiply the 1 and the 5. Where do you put the result? Down below. And then you subtract.
6 minus 5 is 1.
1, and then you bring the 5 down. How many times does 5 go into 15? 3 times. Put the 3 up here. 3 times 5 is 15, and you subtract, and your answer done here. So the answer, Michael, maybe this isn't clear because I can't see your work, but this is the answer up here. This is the answer. Okay, do you have this down in your notes?
Yeah.
All right, let's try another one here. 96 divided by 8. I want you to try this on your own, please. Michael, do you have an answer for me?
No.
You don't have an answer.
No.
Okay. What is it about this problem that is different than the previous problem? Let me go ahead and move this up here. What is different about this problem compared to the previous problem? The numbers are different, but is there, you can do the same steps. Michael, I can't see you. I have no idea what you're doing or not doing. We've done, I don't know, let's look here. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 examples, and they're all the same, and you're not able to reproduce any of them. And I think it's from a lack of effort. I think you can do this, you just don't want to, because it's really no different than the previous problem. 8 goes into 9 one time. You take 1 and you multiply the 8 and you put it below. Then you subtract. You get a 1, bring the 6 down, and 8 goes into 16 2 times. Now, obviously, I know how to do this because I've been doing this for a long time, but you can too. There's nothing about this problem that you can't do, but you have to try. So let's try one more here. All right, let's go 84 divided by 6. Go ahead and give that a try, please. Do you have an answer for me, Michael?
Yeah.
What is your answer?
22.
22. All right. So the problem with your answer, and I'm glad you tried, the problem with your answer is that 6 does not go into 8 two times. It actually only goes in one time. It only goes in one time because 1 times 6, which is 6, and 2 times 6 is 12. So 1 times 6, and then you subtract, and 6 goes in 4 times. Okay. I appreciate you trying. Unfortunately, we're out of time for today, Michael, but we'll pick up here next week and I'll keep working with you on this. I would love for you to rewatch this lesson and try some of these problems on your own. You can do this. You will get it. It'd be great if you were able to spend a little bit of time on that, but that is it for today. Hope you have a great weekend.